everyone, I'm Courtney and welcome back to my channel, Bear Therapy. So I'm coming to you today with a weight loss update, and I have very good news because I am now down 10 pounds. So I'll give myself a round of applause for that. So I wanted to share with you some of the things that I did to lose this weight so far, and some of the things that I will continue to do going forward to reach one of my weight loss goals. So I'll make this quick and simple and to the point, but it's pretty much what I do with my approach. I like to keep things simple. For me, simple is best. So at the beginning of January, I weighed in at 165.3, and when I weighed in this past week, I was 155. So that's a total of 10 pounds down, and I pretty much kept it simple and just worked. I did work hard, so to keep it consistent and to reach those goals. So let me share with you a few tips, things that I did to acquire this 10-pound weight loss. So number one, I set a very reasonable, clear goal. Okay, I set these goals for the week and I set monthly goals. So I would say, hey, I wanted to lose 4 pounds this month in order for me to reach my goal of losing a total of 20 pounds by this summer, to get back down to where I used to be. So I was like, okay, in order to lose 4 pounds this month, the minimum I would have to lose is just 1 pound per week. So I said that's very attainable and it's very reachable. I can definitely do this, okay, with diet alone. So that's how I base my goal for the week and for the month. So I said, okay, I want to lose 1 pound per week, nothing more, nothing less. And although it's a small goal, that still took a great amount of effort, because I had to go through, I had to examine some of my activities. You know, what was I doing to cause more weight gain, or what was I doing to not lose any weight at all and just maintain. So, you know, I did have to kind of review some of my activities and my diet to see what exactly I needed to change. So yeah, that was number one, just to pretty much set a clear, reachable goal for the week and for the month. So after I did that, I created a calorie deficit based off my RMR. So this is an individualized calorie amount based on your body needs. Everybody's RMR is going to be different, and this is what I use to base my calorie amounts that my body needs, and I created a calorie deficit from there. So that was number two, just create that create that RMR, and number three is to stay within that calorie limit. Once I set that RMR and created that calorie deficit, I made sure to not go over that calorie amount set. You know, throughout the week, if I went over, you know, maybe about 100 or 200 calories, that's fine. But I made sure to not go over in excessive amounts. I made sure to keep it very moderate, okay? And that really helped me a lot. So, of course, I tracked my calories using my FitnessPal, and just to get me started, because usually after a certain amount of time, I will stop tracking my calories because I'm listening to my body more, knowing what I like and what I don't like, what it needs and what it does need. So, yeah, so that was number three, stay within my set calorie amount. And number four, I made sure that I performed cardio at least 4 to 5 days per week, and at a minimum amount of time of 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, if I do 4 days a week, I'm going to try to aim for 40 minutes per those 4 days. And if I do 5 days per week, I try to aim for 30 minutes per those 5 days. And that's pretty much to make sure that along with that RMR, I'm also creating calorie expenditure of a certain amount. And what I try to do is I try to expend a meal. Okay, I try to lose at least about 300 calories is my minimum. So if I work out at a gym, and say if it takes me about 20 minutes to do to lose 300 calories working out, that's fine with me. Of course, I'm going to go on to continue that 30 minutes because that was a goal that I set for the week. But that 300 calories let me know, hey, okay, that replaced one of my meals. Okay, so at the least, one of my meals have been replaced today. And it's just a simple way of keeping up with tracking your calorie expenditure through working out instead of saying I want to burn this set amount of calories for this amount of time and blah. No, I think you should just keep it simple. Say, hey, I want to burn off one of my meals, and one of my meals usually range about 300 to 400 calories. So, yeah. So that was it, and also I would say staying hydrated, keeping my body in a hydrated state. That means consuming water before, after workout, even during if I need it. And for me, I try to drink around 70 to 80 ounces of water per day. Everybody is a little bit different when it comes to water intake. Me, this amount works for me. I tried drinking the gallon per day thing, and it wasn't excessive, but it just wasn't for me. To me, my perfect water range is going to be between 70 to 80 ounces of water, and that's just something you yourself will have to figure out. So and my last tip that I would say is make sure that you're eating a well-balanced diet. And keep it simple here too. You don't want to overcomplicate yourself, and especially if you're not at that point to where you're counting your macros. If you stay within that calorie amount you set, and just keep it balanced by eating a lot of vegetables. Few grams of protein. Well, not a few grams, but a certain percentage of protein, let's just say that, based on how much you need. Everybody is different when it comes to how they metabolize their food. Some people can consume high amounts of carbs without having any bad ill side effects, or some people can eat a lot of protein and their body will break it down, and they feel a certain way. So it just depends on you and your body. And so for me, I made sure I kept it pretty balanced, but I do set weekly goals to keep my fat percentage under 20% fat. To me, anything more than that, it's a little bit excessive for my body. As far as carbs and protein, it's pretty equal when it comes to me. I can digest and metabolize carbs and protein pretty quickly. I like to have about equal parts carbs, protein. And if it's not equal, I would say my carbs do go over the protein amount, but I just make sure just to keep it pretty balanced. So I make sure I eat, my vegetables. Since I'm vegetarian, I'm not eating the meat and stuff like that. So I have like a protein shake, and my vegetables have protein in it. So yeah, just make sure you eat a well-balanced diet. So yeah, those were my tips that I wanted to share with you guys to show you how I've lost the 10 pounds so far, and I'm just going to continue to do this. I'm not going to change up too much. Like I said, for me, my approach is to keep it simple. Oh yeah, and I have added, I couldn't help myself, I have added some resistance weight training, maybe once or twice per week. And pretty much I will do maybe a couple of sets upper body and a couple of sets lower body, but I am keeping it very light, making sure I'm doing very light resistance training. Like I said, I'm not trying to build a whole bunch of muscle or anything like that. I'm just trying to maintain my lean muscle mass. So, And you know, part of me still likes to go and lift a little bit of weights, but not like heavy or anything like that. So when it's time for that, I would definitely up my resistance training. But as for right now, my main focus is doing cardio, more cardio than resistance training. So yeah, if you have any questions or any comments, just leave them below and I'll be sure to answer them. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and thank you for my new subscribers. I really appreciate it. And tune back in for more videos and more updates on my weight loss.